His meetings do not have a public agenda, but their effects are felt in stock markets. Power is not strength, it's influence, the ability to create conditions where others spontaneously make the right decisions. Innovation is not creativity, it's evolution, because they identify the next stage before others understand the current one. Their teams are not employees, they are extensions of their vision, multipliers of impact trained to think like them. The present is not limitation, it's opportunity, because they transform each moment into raw material for extraordinary futures. Their thoughts are not ideas, they are seeds, because each concept is designed to grow and transform into tangible reality. Strategy is not a plan, it's vision, because they see several possible futures and create the path to the most desirable one. The phones he uses are not in stores. The world sleeps in shifts, but his mind operates in a time zone known only to those who move continents. Money is not the end, it's flow, a current that they direct towards the materialization of impossible visions. In his calendar there are names, not hours, because their subconscious analyzes variables that the conscious mind cannot handle. Their routines are not habits, they are architectures, structures designed to generate specific results. Simplicity is not lack, it's mastery, because only those who master complexity can create elegance. The present is not a prison, it's a platform, because they use each moment as a springboard towards extraordinary realities. The sound of the sea hitting the dock accompanies his first business call. The lights in his residence do not illuminate, they highlight authority, because the correct systems eliminate the need for exhausting decisions. Their thoughts are not private, they are drafts of realities that others will experience as destiny. The doors he opens do not have standard locks. The walls of his office have acoustic and strategic insulation. Their alliances are not conveniences. They are architectures of power that redesign entire industries. The sound of the scanner is as familiar as that of a symphony. Simplicity is not lack, it's abundance, because they extract maximum value from minimal elements and resources. Contracts are signed on islands where others only go to rest. Their thoughts are not private. They are prototypes, drafts of futures that others will experience as destiny. He doesn't walk fast because time runs at his pace. Their decisions are not options. They are commitments, because each choice is an act of faith in the future they create. Charisma is not personality, it's certainty, the tranquility projected by those who know exactly where they are going. His decisions seem casual, but they are the effects of an exact formula. Money is not the objective, it's oxygen. Where others see expenses, he sees positioning. Resistance is not opposition, it's feedback, valuable information on what to adjust to achieve the desired result. Money is not a goal, it's a tool, and like any tool, its value lies in the mastery with which it is used. Change is not a threat, it's fuel, because they channel each transformation towards the construction of new realities. The conversations he has are not casual, they are strategies in disguise. A message from his secretary can close operations without further words. The marble where he steps has a history of embedded power. Perfect execution is not a coincidence, it's an obsession, because they understand that small details create huge differences. Their mistakes are not failures. They are data that refine mental algorithms that others would take decades to develop. Every object in his space has a purpose. Nothing is by chance. Reputation is not image, it's history, built with consistency between what they promise and what they deliver. The file he keeps in his briefcase weighs more than an ingot. Intuition is not luck. It's the sum of 1,000 patterns they processed while others only saw numbers. The plane does not take off until everything is as he expects. His desk is cleaner than the history of some banks. Versatility is not adaptation, it's evolution, because they change form without losing essence or direction. Change is not disruption, it's opportunity, because they see in each transformation the possibility of redefining entire industries. They don't collect objects, they collect moments when they said yes when everyone else said no. The messages he sends do not have emojis, they have power. The cities he travels to have already been studied beforehand. There is no noise where he lives, only pure concentration and prolonged vision. Their emotions do not control them, they inform them. Patience is not passivity, it's power. Luxury does not surround him, it accompanies him without announcing itself. The respect he generates is not demanded, it's imposed. Their goals are not numbers, they are transformations, because they measure success in lives impacted, not in accumulated figures. Memory doesn't store names, it stores patterns, because they recognize opportunities that others confuse with coincidences. Each meal has a protocol, but it does not lose flavor. The elevator opens and everyone knows it's time to shut up. Small decisions do not reach his desk. Discipline is not sacrifice, it's investment, because each small present renunciation becomes future freedom. In their homes, silence has its own weight, as if the walls hold the echo of decisions that change the world. They don't study markets, they create them, because they understand that true wealth comes from needs that others haven't seen. Success is not a destination, it's a process, and every achievement is simply evidence of systems that others cannot see. Innovation is not invention, it's connection, because they see relationships between ideas that others keep fragmented, because they understand that perfect timing multiplies any effort. His rest is not leisure, it's part of the plan. Their decisions are not impulses, they are conclusions, results of analysis that others would take months to complete. Their decisions are not reactive, they are predictive, because they operate 3 moves ahead of where others have just arrived. Their meetings do not have agendas, they have results, because they know that clarity of purpose eliminates the need for protocols. The most important contract was signed without ink, only with a glance. Their questions do not seek answers, they seek perspectives, because they know that the quality of the questions determines the quality of the future. His projects are not launched, they are released as covert operations. His way of looking disarms speeches. Innovation is not creativity, it's necessity, because they see problems that others don't yet know they have. Their objectives are not dreams, they are architectures. Detailed plans of realities they plan to build systematically. The silence of his house is not emptiness, it's absolute focus. Because they use the current reality as a platform to leap into the impossible. Change is not interruption, it's evolution. Because they see in each transformation the opportunity to lead the future. Because they know that the perfect opportunity finds those who are completely ready. Simplicity is not reduction, it's distillation, because the most powerful concepts can be explained in a sentence. Resistance is not opposition, it's feedback, because every obstacle reveals exactly what they need to strengthen. The crystal in his room reflects as much style as discipline. The signatures he collects are not autographs, they are alliances. Time is not a limitation, it's a resource. And like any resource, its value lies in the wisdom with which it is invested. Knowledge is not power, it's responsibility, because each insight generates the moral obligation to act. Confidence is not a feeling, it's calculation, based on probabilities that they process faster than computers. Patience is not virtue, it's strategy, because they know that the perfect moment is worth more than impulsive speed. Power is not domination, it's magnetism, the ability to attract resources towards their vision without the need for persuasion. Intuition is not divination, it's processing. Power is not possession, it's responsibility, because they understand that every acquired ability implies the obligation to use it. Their libraries do not hold books, they hold the mindsets of geniuses who learn to translate into action. The silence between phrases generates more impact than any presentation. The languages he speaks are not measured in words but in figures. Abundance is not a coincidence. It's a consequence of decisions they made when others chose comfort. Deeper. The words he chooses are not decorative, they are fine bullets. Elegance is not in his clothes, it's in the precision of his movements. Communication is not exchange, it's construction, because every conversation builds bridges towards shared futures. Loneliness is not a price they pay. It is the space they need to hear the sound of empires growing. The restaurant he frequents does not appear on Google Maps. The wind on his terrace sounds different, necessary to breathe in the world they are building. Each of his employees knows they work for a vision, not a company. Resistance is not an obstacle, it's information, because each difficulty reveals exactly what capabilities they need to develop. The scent of expensive incense marks the beginning of his most productive hour. Their words do not fill spaces, they create realities, because they understand that language is the most powerful tool of construction. Control is not domination, it's influence, the ability to create conditions where others make the right decisions. The way he listens makes others reveal more than they intended. Knowledge is not power, it's leverage, and they know exactly where to apply force to move mountains. Important decisions don't sound loud, they just change the course of things. Their alliances are not conveniences, they are constructions, because each partnership builds unique possibilities. Discipline is not restriction, it's freedom, because the right habits eliminate the need to make exhausting decisions. Their children do not inherit money, they inherit mindsets that will turn problems into opportunities for generations. Gold does not shine as much as the silence he generates when he enters, because every idea is designed to become reality. Their words are not opinions, they are predictions, because they speak from the perspective of those who have already seen the future. The trips he takes are not tourism, they are silent advances. Each letter sent has a calculated destination and a hidden objective. His suits are tailor-made like his decisions. Their alliances are not partnerships, they are multipliers, because each correct association exponentially amplifies the impact. Their objectives are not dreams, they are destinies, because they operate with the certainty of those who have already experienced the result. Failure is not defeat, it's education, because each mistake is a lesson that others pay to learn. Discipline is not sacrifice, it's investment, because every small present renunciation becomes future freedom. Their words are not sounds, they are codes, because each phrase is designed to program realities in receptive minds. Risk is not a threat. Each action is thought 3 moves ahead. Breakfast is not routine, it's planning the next steps on the board. Each button on his shirt costs more than an average rent. Silence is not emptiness, it's potential, the space where ideas that will change the world are born. The sources of his data do not appear in search engines. Their routines are not repetitions, they are refinements, because each day they optimize systems that others don't even know exist. The power he emits is not seen, it's intuited. Innovation is not invention, it's connection, because they see relationships between ideas that others keep separate. Their networks are not contacts, they are extensions of their ability to impact multiplied by brilliant minds. Failure is not the end, it's feedback, valuable data that others pay fortunes to obtain. Their words are not expressions, they are creations, because each phrase materializes abstract ideas into tangible reality. Patience is not a virtue, it's a strategy, because they know that perfect timing is worth more than speed. Money is not security, it's freedom, the ability to choose without external limitations that restrict vision. Their decisions are not choices, they are destinies, because they understand that each option is a vote for the world they are building. The names on his agenda are not pronounced publicly. Discipline is not restriction, it's direction. Failure is not the end, it's information, valuable data on what to adjust so that the next iteration is perfect. Legacy is not inheritance, it's momentum, the force that will continue to transform the world long after their departure. Ambition is not desire, it's responsibility, because they understand that their ability to create implies the obligation to do so. Change does not scare them, it excites them. His personal assistant has more power than several directors. Their priorities are not urgencies, they are investments, because every minute dedicated correctly generates hours of advantage.